Hello there and welcome to your favorite political show, Mukami. Now today I'm discussing on the very sensitive issue of how elected and appointed leaders break public trust. And my point of discussion is informed by the recent report by the Joint Parliamentary Committee on Trade and Agriculture indicting 2 cabinet secretaries over illegal importation of sugar. And of course, a former CS who is now an ambassador has also been implicated in this report. Now, the 2 CSs, one of course is Henry Rotich of Treasury. He's been accused of overseeing or rather opening or rather allowing an open door for the illegal importation of sugar that included or rather that aided even illegal traders who were not licensed to import sugar. His industrialization counterpart, Adan Mohammed, on the other hand, has been accused of overseeing a docket under him which is charged with the inspection and quality assurance of all imported goods into the country, KEBS, that it did not do its work. Now, what does this tell us? We as citizens, that we have 2 cabinet secretaries who are in office who have aided or rather who have participated in gross misconduct, but they are still in office. Practically, what they would have done by now is if their names were mentioned, they would have stepped aside to allow for proper investigations. But as it is now, they are still in office, meaning even when the investigations are going on, they might interfere with the investigations because, of course, these are very powerful and big people in government. Now, the 2 cabinet secretaries are not the only one who find themselves in such situations. We've had so many elected and appointed leaders who've misbehaved so badly that they do not deserve to be in office. A fortnight ago, Tourism Cabinet Secretary Najib Balala told Kenyans to go to hell. He told us, we as the taxpayers, that he's not answerable to us, but he's answerable to the president. Now, when people are taking oath of office, all appointed and elected leaders, when they are taking oath of office, it's a must that when they are saying their oath, they say that they are going to serve Kenyans. They do not say that they are going to serve the president. So, with CS Balala, when critics come in and ask him what happened to the wildlife, he comes in and tells us we should go to hell. Really, we don't deserve such leaders. The best thing for him, he could have come and clearly explained what happened, what led to the death of the rhinos. Of course, he apologized, but already the statement was already out. And of course, when such a statement is uttered by a public official, it breaks public trust on such an individual. Now, look at the National Land Commission chairman, Mohammed Swazuri. He called a presser. He was being asked about the issue of the Raraka land scandal. He comes so bravely and says that, oh, there's no way you can take me. It's just you people who are fighting. The media is always against me. There is no way you're going to take me. Come on. We've not put you in those offices to implement your own ideas. No, those are public offices and we are supposed to hold you accountable. Don't come to us and tell us we are not in charge of what you do, that you're in charge only of the president. It's not the president who employs you. He's not the one who pays your salary. It's us, the tax people, the taxman who pays your salary, and you're supposed to be answerable to us. Such utterances also drain public trust on such an individual. So many leaders, also a fortnight ago, Changamwe MP Omar Hassan Mwinyi was in court and was accused of assaulting a police officer. A lawmaker assaulting a police officer. What does that mean? Does he entertain the thought of chaos? Also, we've had MPs who threaten even the media. We've heard like last week, some media people were threatened by the MPs. In fact, the MPs want the media people just because they have uncovered a story that says that the MPs are somehow getting bribes from especially the House committees. So the MPs are calling the journalists to come in and expound more. How do you reveal your sources? How do you call a journalist to reveal your sources? Freedom of speech, freedom of information, freedom of the media. Look at the Kirinyaga governor, Waiguru, accused of gross misconduct while in office. Billions of taxpayers were siphoned away while she was in office. Right now, she's a governor, meaning what are the systems in place to hold such leaders into accountability? Before an elected leader goes for a public office, he is vetted by EACC and other bodies. And they're the ones who are supposed to say that, hey, you're not supposed to go for this particular office because you've been found guilty of this and that. Paying taxes gives us the right to, know not just about the decisions made in our name, but also the processes that led to those decisions. So when we, as the ordinary citizen, ask questions, what, why, who, what happened, we are supposed to get those answers without delay. So as a country, we have the Vision 2030, we have the Big Four agenda, and for us to achieve such ambitious initiatives, and of course, because it's an initiative that is driven by the president himself, he needs to have a very clean and competent team to help him achieve all this. We cannot achieve all that if we have people who are, they have some they have some baggage in themselves. It will take too long. So the president is currently championing for the Big Four agenda, and of course we have the Vision 2030. And from where I sit, for the president to fully achieve the initiatives that he's implementing, he needs a very clean and competent team that is going to spearhead all these initiatives to ensure that it impacts all Kenyans for many years to come. But when he has such a team who are accused of corruption, gross misconduct in office, it drains public trust, and people, whenever the president talks about fighting corruption, we will not take him seriously unless, of course, he releases such baggage, such people from his cabinet, and all other people in positions of power who we as Kenyans have entrusted them as our managers. Now in Kenya, we always hold our elections after every 5 years, and it's very important for Kenyans to make informed decisions at the ballot. So on that specific day that you're going to vote, when you're going to vote for your MCA, you're going to vote for your senator, for your woman representative, for your governor, and for your president. You have to make sure that the person that you're going to vote for is a person of integrity, who has gained enough trust in you, who does not have any baggage behind him, and this will ensure even when he is going to represent you, he will represent you fully, and you will be satisfied. But if you elect leaders based on what they say and not based on value-based politics, then for the next 5 years you are going to suffer and nobody is going to help you. Where we are as a country, we are at a very critical point where there's just so much unemployment. We need proper medical care, we need good infrastructure, good education, but only if you vote in good leaders who will listen to you and who will help in terms of delivering the promises that they have made to you. That's the challenge I would leave you to do. We still have 4 years to go. But 1 year down the line, how much has the person that you elected in power, how much has he or she delivered? What kind of integrity has he or she shown so far that determines that whether you'll give him a vote during the next elections? The question I will leave to you to answer is, you as an electorate, what kind of leader would you like to vote for come the next general election? You can leave your comment on the comment section. Also, subscribe to the Mukami show on YouTube, like and click on alert notification. Thank you so much for tuning in, and see you on our next show.